Hello, everyone. Happy Wellness Wednesday. I hope you are all doing good. And I have the lovely Tony Shining Hawk Healing with me. Hey, Tony.
Hello, how are you? Oh my gosh,
I'm
so many
good.
people.
We've been chatting about the heat wave that's going on here in California.
God, it's horrible. Oh gosh, Calgon, take me away.
Yeah. Yeah, I, as you guys can tell, you might be able to tell, I have a little bit of a different. I brought my screen in here. I'm in the bedroom with the air conditioning unit because I was cooking in the other room, and this heat has been no joke.
No
It's
joke.
awful.
Yeah,
It's
and you don't want
awful.
to get caught out there and in oh gosh, it must be horrible for the people who can't get inside.
Oh God, yeah,
Imagine so. Maybe let's say a prayer for them.
absolutely, absolutely.
Oh
Thank
God.
you, everyone, for joining. Just saying hello. I see Heather is here. Indigo Jaguar Intuitive Arts. Love that. Hey, Heather. Eliza. Hello, hello. Aloha. Eliza's from Hawaii. Love it. I bet it's beautiful there. I'm sure. Got that nice tropical breeze going. Jane the Seeker Tarot and Seascape. Hello. Thank you for being here with us. Hey, Manasa Wellness. Good to see you. Hope you are well. Seascape. Hey, Tammy. Hello from Alberta, Canada. Good day to you. So, Tony, how have
Mm.
you been? What's going on in your world?
Oh my gosh, my
What's new?
world is very small at the moment. It's the space between me and the air conditioner. That's how big my world is now. So it's so friggin' hot and hard to think in this, in this weather. And we're working with rolling blackouts and
Mhm.
energy spikes and all kinds of stuff like that. And the internet for me wasn't working very well yesterday. So I was
Yeah.
how it is when your stuff is not working and you got to go live and it's just like, oh gosh. So
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And it does. It stifles your energy and you feel lethargic. It's hard to do anything. I'm like,
mhm.
please, like enough already. We've had enough, enough.
But
But
I'm working on another set of cards, the tarot cards this time. So my yay, my 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 time is just like I'm like this. I told you earlier that I was chasing my brain around the house.
I told you, blame it on the heat. That's
Yeah.
what I've been doing for everything. Oh, it's too hot. Sorry.
I have an excuse for that.
Yeah, I'm serious. That's a good excuse. That's what I've been using for work. Sonia, did you do so? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's so hot. I just sorry.
It totally left my brain with
Hmm.
heat. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Got my Tuesday show and then with Adrian and on Fridays, and so you guys can check me out on I think this Friday is my channel, so
It's going to be on somebody's channel. Just pay attention. I love that. Hey, Gina. Hey, Judith. Welcome. So yeah, we're going to kick this off. Before we talk, I thought, we're talking about spiritual self-care today. And so I thought it would be fun to use Tony's cards, the shamanic oracle deck, which I love these cards. And I thought it'd be fun for us to pull a card that kind of kick off, might be something that we should focus on and talk about, or maybe it's just a message for everyone. And let's see what we come up with here.
okay.
Yeah, I see Seascape is in Riverside. It's 103 there.
Wow. I
Yeah,
know it was like I don't know, Northern California is having a really rough time
they
more than
are.
we are, which
I
it's
heard that they were shutting down for like a couple hours or
oh
something like
my
that.
gosh, they've got rolling blackouts. They've got, I don't know, it's 110, 112. Um, it's just bad. It's bad, guys.
Yeah, California's on fire, guys. All right, so I got the soul card. You are a luminous being. I love that.
Yeah, I got 2 cards fell out. Walk in Beauty and the Moon.
Oh.
The mystery of the moon, this is what we're looking for to cool off the freaking
Right? Because look what's on the base of my deck. Confusion. It's making everyone delirious.
It brings out the crazy, that's for sure.
Indeed it does. Indeed it does. Oh my God. 110 there yesterday?
Whoa.
Seascape? Whoa. Yeah.
Manela's got it good. She's like nice and cool in Memphis.
Yes. Oh gosh. I look forward to that.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron. Good to see you. So guys, if you have questions about spiritual self-care, please go ahead and put them in the chat. We're going to just kind of talk about a little bit about what does, well, let me ask you, Tony, what does spiritual self-care mean to you?
Well, it's about, the things that we have to do, like, or the things ceremonies that we normally do on a regular basis, our meditations, our circles, our prayer circles, all of those things that we do every day give us that foundation. But there are times when we can be more lighthearted in our practice. We can find things that may not be specifically in the practice, but will helps us, feel lighter in our spirit and in our soul. So things like, you see a swing set, sit down and swing. Just do it. It's so wonderful. It's so great. And it feels like you're flying and you're just, you're off the ground and you're defying gravity. And it just gives you a sense of, it's just uplifting. It's very uplifting. So things like that.
Yes. Kind of embracing that inner child, right?
Yes, exactly.
And it's very much like my card, like just be the luminous being that you are. What are the things that light you up and help you to feel good about life and things that make you smile and connect with that inner peace, right? It just really helps. I notice that when I don't do my regular things of meditation and all of that, I don't feel so great.
Yeah. And, and you feel when you do them when consistently, you feel very grounded and secure. When you don't, you feel a little scattered, and like the confusion card is like, you feel a little scattered there. But, it's like, you can also do things that aren't necessarily, like, of course, people will go for a walk in the park or the woods, or go sit by some body of water, be it river or lake or ocean, whatever moves you into that, space. It's so great to just allow yourself to enjoy it, because sometimes we get very serious in our practice. Everything sort of goes inward. So in order to, allow your light to sort of spread and shine bright and just be, unencumbered, little things like, drum circles are good. Drumming is amazing because it just gets into your body and makes you want to move. So then you start dancing, and everybody's dancing and everybody's drumming and everybody's feeling good, and you're in the same energy, and it just feels amazing. So those are some of the things that I like to do to just get into that space.
I love this. Joe G says, I took my mom to a park in the moonlight to swing. It was heavenly, quite the giggle fest.
Yes, right? So great. I love swinging.
Perfect, Joe G. Yes, laughing, right? When I get around my family, first of all, we all have like really loud laughs. We can't help it. I'm a loud laugher. And it's almost to the point, like, we can't even stop laughing. We just get so tickled and we're just in hysterics. And it's the best feeling, and I only really get that hysterical when I'm around my family.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
because you feel safe and you can just let it go.
So, yeah, let that cackle out, right?
Don't get me started.
This is very mild right here, and
Yes.
that's loud. So
My family, we start screaming, and it's
yeah,
like, it's like, what is going on over there?
I know. But it feels so good to be in that space and that energy. So this is really important. What are some
So
of the things, some of the others of you, what do you do that helps you to feel good and just to connect with yourself? Clarence, hey Clarence, haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Eliza says, sadly, my parents were not easily led to laugh. Oh, big
oh,
hugs, Eliza.
well, hopefully you laugh a lot.
I hope so. I hope so.
Hopefully you laugh a lot.
Hey, Miss Viviani and Lisa, Spirit Intuitive Tarot. Now that's another person that can get me laughing. Is Miss Lisa. She cracks me up. We crack each other up. So
I love that when you get into this, that you just can't stop laughing, and it just like
yes.
it floors you. And I always put like a eyeliner here, and my cheeks always go up into my eyes.
Mhm. I can't wear makeup. I can't wear eye makeup because I laugh and I rub my eyes too much, and it would just be, I'd be a hot mess, literally have stuff smeared like this all the time.
Yeah,
Oh, goodness.
that's for sure.
So
Oh gosh.
let's talk about like some of the ways that people can incorporate spiritual self-care, because everyone, we know, for those of you that are parents, the kiddos are back in school, and it's time to take that time. Tony was just saying to me, oh, you're an empty nester now. And I'm like, yeah, I haven't really realized because of the heat. I've been just struggling, trying to just
Breathe.
breathe. But yes, my daughter is now gone, and looking forward of, I mean, I always did my practices anyhow while she was here, but to be able to have that uninterrupted time is nice. So what are some of the ways? Let's talk about some of the ways that people can incorporate spiritual self-care.
Well, music is really wonderful in lifting your spirit. So if you're a singer or a musician of any kind, you can, like I was talking about drum circles earlier, that's really good. But if, just listening, and there's some really great meditation videos on YouTube. So, just plug one of those in, or, start playing one of those, and just allow yourself to just drift and be, whatever comes to you. And that is, sometimes that is the way we receive messages and get inspired by, different things that come up for us. Some things that we may not have been thinking about, even in meditation. It's just when you allow your brain to just relax and
Yes.
and not think about anything, that's when things generally come to you. And it's nice to let that go. There's a practice that I am in the Star Clan that I'm involved with. We used to do giveaways, like spiritual giveaways. Like we'd get together, we'd get, all kinds of food, cacao, all that. We would do a cacao ceremony. And then we would take things that were of value to us that we wanted to pass on to someone else. So in that, we would pass on, everything would go into the center of the circle, and we would allow those things to leave, to be passed on to whomever is drawn to them. So that kind of thing is really good, because you can pick up just, jewelry, or, bags for your herbs and stuff like that.
I love that.
It's really a nice practice. It's fun too, because, we're drinking wine and having fun. Everybody's like, okay, let's eat, let's go.
Yes. I noticed, I wanted to show these here. Eliza says, I nap to have my spirit helpers elevate my energy needs. And that is perfect, Eliza, because you need to listen to your body when the energy is depleted. And that's exactly what I did today. I took a nice long nap because it was needed. And yes, love that. And then this is another good one. Joji says, blowing bubbles elevates your mood and thoughts instantly. I think that is so cool. And I've been places where randomly somebody decided that they were going to blow bubbles. And I was just like, and it's so funny because everybody kind of goes, ooh, bubbles.
Yeah, it makes people happy.
Yes, it really does. Especially little kids, right? They get super excited when they see bubbles, but it's good for adults as well. I love that.
Exactly. This just, cackling, snorting, wheezing from laughter. That's good.
All the time. Yep. The best kind of laughter. Music and dancing, comedy, all great. I play solfeggio sound baths too. I am not familiar with that. And I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly. Are you familiar with that?
No, I'm not. Let's see.
So did I say that right, Joji?
Joji.
Solfeggio.
Oh, the tones, it's like hertz. It's like one of the hertz.
Certain frequencies.
The frequency videos. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are great too. Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Sound baths are like, that's something I would love to learn how to do. The whole, get a bunch of bowls and learn how to play them. It's lovely.
The sounds are so amazing and so ethereal, and you feel like I'm in the Silver City.
Yes, healing frequencies, megahertz. Yeah.
Those are good. Those are really good. And then treat yourself to a massage, or treat yourself to a foot massage, or treat yourself to a Reiki session, or something like that, because you're taking care of yourself and you're allowing someone to take care of you as well. So that is an energy exchange that is so important and so refreshing. I did Reiki on a client, and at the end she said, "Oh, what happened?" Oh, because she fell asleep. She said, "Oh, what happened? What happened?" And then she was like, "Oh, my body's shaking. What's happening?" I said, "You're just releasing. You're just releasing that energy, that stagnant stuff, and it just lets it, just let it go."
Let it go. Yes.
It was, and it's not. It's Reiki is an exchange, and it is an exchange of energies between the practitioner and yourself. And everybody benefits from Reiki.
No, absolutely. I have a neighbor not too far that does Reiki. So we do an exchange, which is great. Just like, I've been knocking on his door this week. I'm like, what do you think? I'm like, hello. I need some Reiki.
And if you're not afraid of needles, then acupuncture is amazing for raising your energy levels. And especially if you get that third eye needle in there, and one here and one there, it's just like, oh.
I haven't done that yet. I've been going from my back. I'm getting acupuncture from my back. So everything's focused on my back. And because it's through the insurance, I have to get it in my back. But
you tell your doctor, go, can you just put one in my third eye, and just don't say anything. Don't put it on the list. Can you just give me one right there?
But it's wonderful. It feels really good to just the release of everything, because everything's so tight back there. But that is another beautiful way of self-care. Hello for everyone that's just joining us. I see Mama Bear, Serena, hello, and Sharon Sipe and Teresa, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up while you're here. And we're talking about different ways of spiritual self-care. And please feel free to put any questions that you have about your own spiritual self-care, or any general questions about self-care to let us know, see how we can answer for you. And I actually have a question, and I put it to you, Tony, as well as everyone there. I think
Okay.
one of the biggest challenges I find for me, because my energy gets depleted so quickly, is that I'm balancing my job, which I'm now working part time, but it never feels like it's part time. I swear. It feels like it's still full time. But I have my job plus my spiritual services that I'm trying to do. And then, of course, being mom, but she's off at school, but you never stop being mom. That always,
No.
I haven't even thrown in trying to have a relationship. I'm just like, I got too much on my plate. Like, I just can't. But trying to find that balance, and this can pertain for anybody, trying to find balance between several different things in their lives that they're trying to juggle. How do we find that balance so that we're not burning ourselves out?
I think that for me, I think that sort of paying attention to, one or two things, making a list and just sticking to that and learning how to say no.
Mhm.
It's hard because we're spiritual seekers, right? Someone says, have you seen this? Or will you do this? Or can you do this? Or or books you, and you're tired that day, but you've got 5 bookings, and it's like you just, like, I go through my calendar and I block out time for me. So you have to do that as well. You have to block out time for yourself so that you don't get burned out, and I know work is hard because you're dealing with so many different personalities, and a lot of them aren't on the same energy level as you. So it's a little hard. It's a little hard. And
Yeah.
in that environment, they understand no. It's harder to say no spiritually to someone, because you want to give, right? But in the workaday world, you
Yeah.
got to say no.
I mean, fortunately, I do work from home.
Mhm.
So I can pace myself to, a certain extent with some things. And I think that was one of the things when I had transitioned to this part-time, position where I said, I'm only going to do, because there's like meetings twice a day.
Wow.
There's meetings like on Friday. I was like, I'm only going to do the morning meetings. That's it. Only the morning meetings. And I'm not doing meetings on Fridays. Unless it's something important, that sometimes with some people, I don't have a choice but to schedule.
See, you got it
And
handled. You got it
yeah,
handled.
yeah, I was like, that was for my own sanity.
Yeah.
And
Exactly. Totally.
sometimes some things become too much, and you got to make sure that you really do pace yourself. Um,
Plus, you have to deal with, your regular life, the home, cleaning the home, and, and taking
yes,
care of dinner and all the food stuff and all the grocery shopping and all your clothes shopping, your shoe shopping. I don't know if you have a
yes.
lot of shoes.
Yes, this is important too. Nutrition,
Yeah.
absolutely. Having healthy snacks and water, guys.
Wow.
I've been walking around with this for like
Glad you're home near the bathroom.
that part right there. That's one of the reasons why I struggle with water, because I gotta go every second.
Right.
And it's annoying,
No,
but
and it's so hard to go out. Oh, this is probably not a great
I know,
conversation.
TMI. Sorry, guys.
It's hard to go out, especially now, because it just feels like everything is so germ filled.
Right? It's like, oh, yeah,
It's hard.
it is. It really is. Um, I'm sharing what you're telling Seascape, Gina. Gina says, I do spend a lot of time watching happy animal videos too.
Oh,
I do too.
me
I love
too.
animal videos. They are cute, especially with cats, because they are hilarious. My favorite are when the cats bully the dogs. When they won't let the dogs come down the stairs or whatever. And some of them are big dogs. And I just find that hysterical. It's
I know my cat used to he ran the roost. He was like the dog, my dog Zoe was big. She was a big lab mix, and
Oops.
oh my gosh, the cat, she really just whatever you want. The cat got
Oh,
whatever you want. If you want me to move, I'll move. She
love
did not
that.
mess with him. He would go bam, bam, bam.
Too funny. Too funny. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take very much to find different things that help to raise your spirit and what feels really good to you.
Yeah, a roller coaster. A lot of people love roller coasters because they're just like you just scream as much as you want. You don't have to worry about the police coming.
I used to be a roller coaster queen, but I want to say it was probably my late 30s where something changed and shifted, and developed motion sickness.
Hmm.
Never had it before. Even when you mentioned the swing, I was just,
Oh,
I can't
wow.
sit, I can't
Yeah.
do swings. I can't,
Wow.
anything that kind of has that movement, it throws me off. My equilibrium is completely thrown off. And it's so weird to me because I
Yeah.
never had that issue.
Yeah, my daughter has that. She has that motion sickness, and it's horrible. It's
Yeah, it is. It really is. Sometimes even when I take like a Lyft or an Uber and I
Mhm.
have to get in the back seat, I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh, can we hurry
yeah.
up and get there, please?
Just look
Like,
out the window.
yes,
What's
I'm
that
like, I
movie,
need to be in the front. I can't
Doctor
sit in the back
Dolittle,
seat.
where he was in the car with the dog, and he's like, the dog is like,
Yeah.
line, 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 and he's like, "Don't look at the ground." He goes, "Tree, tree, tree."
Oh, Joe G saying maybe vertigo. Hey, Johnny. Johnny's saying inner ear problem. Maybe. I don't know. I've never really investigated on that.
Mm,
It's just, I
mhm.
just stay away from it.
I know, you know what? Roller coasters lost all kind of, I just with the head banging, I
Yeah.
just can't.
They've gotten a lot more aggressive.
Oh,
They
yes.
definitely have.
I
Yeah.
oh, I can't do it. I love those I know this would make you really sick, but I love the swings that go all, once they
Oh,
go
no,
around
no,
the
no, 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 no. Now you're giving me the double whammy there with the swings and the twirling. No, thank you. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, Jane. So Jane had put down that she puts lemon in her water, and Teresa's saying add lemon, cucumber, or mint for a change. I do. I have fresh mint leaves, which I
Me
love,
too. I
and
love
I've actually brewed my mint leaves, let it cool, and then I pour it into a container for fresh mint water or a mint tea, basically. But it's
Yeah,
nice and cold, no sugar, but
right.
it's pure mint taste, and it's
Mhm.
lovely, just lovely.
I was
But
thinking about
yes,
making some sun mint tea, like putting a jar out in the sun. It's so bringing hot. You don't really need
yeah,
to use the gas.
got
You
that
know what I
right.
mean?
That's so true. Oh yeah, ginger slices and lemon. Look at all these wonderful things. There's something Manasa said that was really funny too. Where is it? Oh, a gallon of water in equals a gallon of water out.
Let's hope so.
Right? If it's not coming out, that means you probably need more water. Yeah, I love it.
That was very funny.
Hey, Joe Schmo. I love that Joe Schmo. Great name. Hey, Aspie. Good to see you. And Jen Lynn Taro. Hello. Welcome. Everyone, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Um, would you say is there ever such a thing of too much spiritual self-care?
I think that can happen. I mean, we all sort of, get into our, into our sort of tunnel vision of I've got to get this done, and or we're taking a class and we're immersing ourselves in the subject matter, and then if it depends on how into it you are, I guess, but we can get sort of tunnel visioned and sort of lose sight of the things that are going on around us
Hmm.
sometimes when we get really involved in it. But for the most part, I don't know. I don't think there's for me, there's not too much spirituality.
Yeah, I mean, maybe too much is the wrong kind of words to say, but I have experienced burnout with
Mm.
my, spiritual self-care.
Do you
And
find that it's just like a single thing, or is it the whole thing, or is it, it's different
I
aspects
think
of it?
I think it's different things.
Yeah.
I've gotten up in the morning and I'm like, I don't want to meditate.
Been there,
I'm like,
done
I don't
that.
want to do that. I don't want to take my class tonight.
I'm the teacher, but I don't
I
want
don't
to.
want to do it. I don't want to do it. But you know what? I honor that.
Yeah.
I honor that. And I used to beat myself up for it because I thought like, oh, but I'm supposed to meditate every day and I have to do this and I have to do that. And, you know, spiritually, I'm not being spiritual enough if I'm not doing these things. And then one day I was like, no, it doesn't even make any sense. It's like if you don't feel like doing it, then take a break. And it's
Or
okay
do
to take a
something
break.
different. Do it
Do something
differently.
different.
Yeah.
Do it
You know?
differently.
Mix
Yes.
it up. Mix it up. To maybe don't meditate every day. Sometimes.
I like same teams. Same teams.
maybe just go out, and take a walk or whatever. It doesn't have to be so serious. And I think
Yes.
that's the message for today's show is like you can be spiritual in so many ways, and it
Mhm.
doesn't all have to be, procedure. It doesn't have to
Yes.
be this is my practice and I can't deviate from it. It's, everything that you do can be a meditation for spirit.
It
Just
really can.
getting
Yes.
up in the morning is a meditation to spirit, saying your gratitudes and all of that stuff. And then, you said all your gratitudes, maybe you don't need to meditate. No.
One of my favorite meditations that and I haven't done this in a while, and I did it for a straight hour of where I opened up my blinds because there's some beautiful trees in the courtyard, and I just sat with a cup of tea and I just sipped and I stared out of the window for a full hour.
Amazing.
No talking, no answering the phones, no checking the phone, just looking out into nature. And now that I'm saying that, I'm going to do that again. And
And
it was really, I don't know, it was just very peaceful, relaxing. Thoughts would come. I allowed them to come and just allowed them to drift, just as if I was doing a meditation with my eyes closed. But yeah, it was. And then after I was done, I wrote down anything that came up for me. I would journal then, not during that time, though. That time was just set to sip my tea and look at the outdoors.
And that's amazing because you know what I feel when you say that, I feel your blood pressure coming down,
Mm,
everything, all of your chakra centers sort of balancing out, and the energy starts moving through any blockages and all of that because now you've found your center and you've been able
yes.
to sit there for as long as you can, as long as you want to. And oh my gosh, I'm getting chills because I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Yes, yes. Bring that back. I love this. Heather says arts and crafts is a great way to slow down and meditate. You are
Yeah,
so right. That's another beautiful thing that you can do for
yeah.
yourself.
And I
I
read
used to
that
knit. I
that
haven't.
art doing, just drawing anything. If you're just drawing squares on a piece of paper, if that's all you can draw, and you're sitting doodling, doing that kind of thing, that really takes you out of your, that space in your mind that's going, I have to, I should, I could, I would, if I, all of that
That right there.
out of that track and puts you back into your soul space.
Yeah. Don't we put so much pressure on ourselves when we say, I have to, I need to. Just those two alone, in changing that language to start saying things more of, I'd like to,
Mhm.
or it would be nice if I can get to this today. But it's like not that feeling of like having to, because most of that stuff, most of the time when we say those things, they are not that pressing. It's really not that serious. So it's when we take that pressure off of ourselves, it's giving ourselves permission to get it done when it needs to get done. So just wanted to say that because I used to do that all the time, especially when I was going to work. I'd be like, oh, when I get home, I need to do the laundry. I need to go to the grocery store. I need to go to the bank. And it's like, oh my God, was exhausted before I even got to work.
I know, because you were living your life in the future.
Yes.
So you're living your life in the present and the future. So yes, you're tired. Of course, it's going to tire you out. It's going to drain your energy because you were just got so much, invested in the future. So it's hard to be in that
And it's
moment.
just reconditioning. And I like what Joe said here, that there are some things that trigger the old self.
Absolutely.
So true.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. I know when she shows up too, I'm like, oh, there she is. Girl.
Girl. It's hard. It's hard to pull yourself out of that space of, of, I really got so much to do. I can't even, but it's, let's pull a card on that, seeing what is that? What is that all about? What kind of question is that? Why do we live so much time or spend so much time in the future when and forget that we're in the present moment?
Mm-hmm.
This is probably not a question for the cards, but I'm always interested in finding out what kind of questions they like.
Jay says, listening to all you laugh on the live shows helps helps calm me down when Ren Leto and Johnny have to fan themselves.
It's crazy. Oh, I love laughing so much.
Yeah, I do too. Laughter is one of the best medicines for sure. Okay, so why do we always stay focused into the?
We want to know what's going to happen in the future. We want to be connected to and control. It's controlling the future with our minds.
Look what I got. And it's also for survival.
Yes, absolutely. Oh,
we feel that it feels grounding for us.
Yes.
Right? That root chakra, we feel that if we can get ourselves grounded, that control, get ourselves grounded, then we know what's going to come next. We can help ourselves. Survival mode is a real thing. Let me tell you. And a lot of us live that way because we feel that that's the one thing that's going to take care of us but what happens when we get into that survival mode, we create resistance and we don't allow things to flow. And really, it's in that place of surrender that everything begins to fall into place.
Mm-hmm.
But when we create that resistance, we create so much more.
And then your stress level, your cortisol levels go up. Your everything just starts to vibrate in a different way. Whereas when you're centered and you're grounded in the moment, then things can just be, and they don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to do anything. They're just here. And oh my gosh, I didn't think the cards would answer the questions, but
they answered the question. I love that. And it's so true. One of my best examples was during an ayahuasca ceremony where I was just feeling all this pain. And I didn't want to feel it. And I was just bunched up like this most of the ceremony. And I'm just like this in a ball, kind of in the fetal position.
Been there.
And I'm just crying. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. And it wasn't until towards the end where I was just like, I'm just so tired. I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to let go.
And when you
And
let go,
as soon as I surrendered, the pain gradually started easing and then it just went away. And I thought to myself, I spent a good portion being in pain when all I had to do was let go.
it's
And that
something.
was a beautiful lesson that came through.
Oh, it's great. It's amazing. And when you have that realization, it's like, "Ah, that was so simple, but it's
Yes.
hard to do. So hard to do because we're working with our triggers and
Mhm.
our old selves coming into play and
Our old
those
selves, yeah.
those childhood traumas and stuff coming up, bubbling up to the surface, especially on ayahuasca.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the control thing is a real thing because, wanting to be in control, wanting to, um life is like playing that game of chess, right? It's like I want to get there first. I want to say checkmate.
Mhm.
I don't want life to do it to me. But it's but yes, it's like when we surrender and we let go, things do fall into place. And
Mhm.
I think that is a reminder that consistently happens for me
Me
as
too.
I'm dealing with a life challenge right now. And it's taking everything in my power. I've done everything that I could do up
Mm.
to that point, and now it's time for me to surrender and let go and just
Mhm.
trust what spirit is going to bring my way with all of this.
Mhm.
And I think that's probably one of the most challenging things for a lot of people is
Yeah.
letting go and trusting,
Yeah.
right? That's where our faith comes in.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. That full card is comes up in my mind immediately because you've got to take that leap and saying to somebody yesterday and the ground will come up to meet you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's if you fall on your face.
Mhm.
No, it's just kidding. But yeah, that leap of faith is just it's hard to do. Hard to, easy to say, hard to do, that kind of thing. And that control thing, it's hard for so many people to just let go. And that's when the first thing that when you asked me about what the topic and stuff, what would I like to talk about, and the first thing that came to my mind was swinging, and I'm like, swinging? Why would I talk about swinging? And then I realized that it was about freedom. It was about being letting yourself sort of go into a space of innocence and just trust and allowing and all of that. And when I swing or when I ride a bike, oh my gosh, when I swing or ride a bike and the wind is blowing past my ears and it's just like, and you feel like you're flying, and that's just, it's just like, it feeds my
Mhm.
soul. I love it so much. And I think that's why the swing came into my brain immediately, just to
Yeah.
the joy of letting go and allowing yourself to be in the moment. And it doesn't have to be this big spiritual practice. It could be something as simple as just riding your bike.
Mhm,
And,
mhm. Yeah, as you were talking, I was listening to thinking about, sounds.
mm,
Talking about that earlier with the sound bowls and things, but just nature sounds for me is it's intoxicating. Like, I love thunderstorms, listening to the rain and thunder, as well as, what's the other one that I like to listen to? Oh gosh, I just had it, now it went whoop right out my head. Uh, but I'll listen to that at nighttime. I'll put the rain on and
oh,
thunder.
you got
When
a
I go
sound
to
machine?
Puerto Rico, they have these cute little frogs called the coqui,
Yeah.
and they make little sounds like coqui, 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 coqui. That was a horrible coqui impression, but but they're the cutest little things, and I don't even like frogs, but the sound is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
I was actually playing one with someone had it, and it was like the rain was falling, and then they had the little cookie singing, and the person was pouring coffee. It was like you could, and then overlooking like the wildlife. And I was just like,
Wow.
so peaceful, so intoxicating. Those kind
Yeah.
of sounds do it for me. I just
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the other one. Thank you, Heather. The waves, ocean sounds. Listening
Yeah.
to the ocean.
Oh my gosh. I gotta say that I thought the first time I spent the night on a boat, right? On somebody's boat. First time I was like, oh, it's gonna be so nice. The wind is, I mean, the waves are gonna be lapping up, and I just had the worst night's sleep in that boat.
Oh, I think I'd rather be like next to hearing it, not on it, actually.
It was like I wasn't grounded. I felt like I was constantly being, my feet were
Yeah.
constantly being taken out from under me, and it felt like that. And it's just like the rocking of it's just, I know it's soothing for some people, but for me, it just felt like I just really got to get on land. I really got to find some land. Oh yeah, that.
What kind of swinging you doing over there, Tony?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's
Don't make
great.
me laugh. It's so freaking hot in here.
Oh, that is great. Oh yeah, throwing a little Marvin Gaye and Barry White.
Yeah,
All right, got a party now.
it's nice. It's too hot to dance. It's too hot to do anything right now. Oh gosh.
Yeah, guys, it's hot. Like when we say it's hot, it's hot. It's like ridiculous. Oh goodness. Yeah.
So yeah, um so if you guys have any questions about other ways that, that we can
Yeah, any questions?
our spiritual peace on.
Well, let's talk about Reiki that people can do, and not necessarily just for those that haven't taken any type of Reiki. There's different types of energy exercises and things that you can do that will help as well with your well-being. I mean, I think it's great for everyone to at least take Reiki 1, just to kind of have that basis and to know you don't have to continue going on. But I think it's great to just be versed in different types of energy techniques that you can use for yourself. What would be one that you would want to share that people could use? Not necessarily Reiki, but any type of.
There's an exercise that one of my teachers taught me how in how to ground myself, how to sort of get the energy moving through, especially before a Reiki session. I do it usually before, and you can do it after if you feel like you've given up too much of yourself. Which if you've done that, then you got to go back to class. But this is you stand on the ground, both feet on the ground, preferably barefoot. If you can find a spare piece of land that hasn't been desecrated. But if you stand both feet on the ground and you take both hands and you pull up from the earth, both hands, and then push it down from the top, and you do that 3 times. 1, 2, breathe in, breathe out, and then breathe in, and let it go all the way around. Pull your hands all the way down to the ground and then back up to here.
Ooh, I love that.
And that's my grounding exercises.
Beautiful.
It's really powerful, people. So yeah, go to get out there and do it. Yeah.
I've shared this one before, but this is one that I learned from Donna Eden, who's really good at doing different things, talking about energy. And it's called Heaven Rushing In. So again, feet grounded, preferably barefoot, and having your feet grounded. And you're standing up for this, but you can have your hands on your legs, like your upper thighs, and you reach up to the heavens and bringing in all that energy, bringing it in, collect, like it's almost like you're collecting all the energy and then you bring it in to your heart space. And you just hold it there. Or maybe there's some part of your body that might hurt, say your arm or something, you can bring it into that part, to different parts of your body, or just if you want to just feel good, bring it right here into the heart space. So yes, you're breathing in and then breathe out. Collectively bring it into that space. Heaven rushing in. I just love that. And it helps give you that nice little energy lift. It's like a little perk. It's like, whoa, yes, feel good. Keith says, wonder if that will work for me. I wear a right leg prosthetic.
You don't have to, it's not about your legs at all. It's about your energy. It's not about the physical body at all. It's about the energy that's, and it, it moves through. It doesn't matter what you're wearing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just looking to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Dog barking, give one a live too.
What's that?
Dog barking gives one a live too. Yes.
Oh.
Right out of your chair. I'm going, wow.
Oh, so you guys have the Kokis there in Hawaii, Eliza. How the heck they get over there? Hawaii has everything. Hawaii now grows ayahuasca.
What?
Someone brought an ayahuasca plant over there, and it loved the temperatures.
How did that happen?
Soy. So now it's growing all over the island. I'm not sure which island, but it's over in Hawaii now. Yeah, you guys are getting everything over there. She says the Hawaii island, the Big Island, is where the Koki frogs are invasive and all over the windward side. Interesting. Yeah, and they're tiny little things. They're like about this big. They're about that big. And yeah, hitchhiked on imported plants. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How'd they say I wouldn't have
hey, going my way?
How'd they smuggle that into?
Oh,
you kill them with
the Koki here with liquid citrus. Oh,
they're invasive. I understand. Are they do people eat them at all?
Oh, I don't think so. They're really tiny. Let me see if I can just quickly find a picture so you can see what they. Koki.
Somebody's.
Yeah, it's like here. But it's like really tiny.
Oh, it's so cute. Looks like a little rat though. They're the size of a quarter.
See, look, yeah. What? There you go.
Oh my gosh.
They're tiny.
Oh no.
But the sound, they're really loud. Like they're really loud. But at night, when they have a chorus of them, it's so pretty. Oh, the tourists don't like their sleep disturbed.
Oh, yeah, the tourists.
Yeah, the voice is huge. Like, okay, hold on. Now I gotta quickly find this.
Those are like almost too small for me because I'm really insect phobic.
You and me both.
I'm just like
you and me both.
I was outside the other night and I got bit right here and I got bit right here.
Oh no.
It's too large because I'm really allergic to bug stings and stuff. I had two large little things on my face.
Oh no.
This is not going to go over well.
Sorry, bear with me here, guys.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
When you're paying $400 plus a night for the Ritz, you don't want to have your sleep disturbed.
I guess. Yeah. Okay. Here, let me see if I can.
Oh, that's cute. That's a good sound for that little thing.
Yeah.
Hmm, that's crazy. The dogs
Yeah.
are like, "What is that?" They're
That's
looking. What
that's the Koki. 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 See, I sound exactly like that.
you do, you do. Very good, very good, very good.
All right. Well, should we? Let's just pull a card to just because it's the end of the show. No reason. Pull a card for you for the rest of the week. See what we can look at here. Hey, Mashika. I love them too. I love them, but I can see how it can be annoying for some people.
Yeah. You come to a tropical paradise and then you don't want to hear the tropics.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Excuse me. Well, interestingly, I pulled the storm card. And what I sense from this, we're in a heat storm, but for others, storms come in different ways for some people, and for me, this looks at it feels like challenges,
Mhm.
and so the topic of spiritual self-care, it's really important to take care of yourself so that you can overcome any storms that come your way. So it's important. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah. I got the world.
Mm,
The endings and beginnings and I think, I don't know, this week has been like the energies are kind of weird because it feels like it's the calm before the storm, actually.
yeah.
And I'm so weird that you pulled that card because it does feel like the calm before the storm, things that will change the world, some things that will change the world. So,
Well, we're about to go into Mercury retrograde as well.
well, there you go.
Yep. It's right around the corner. So, in a couple of days, guys. So, hold
Yeah.
tight.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Jay's having spiritual burnout. So, it's going to be really important. We were talking about, I'm not sure when you came in, but we talked about that. And sometimes it's okay. Sometimes
It's
you just got to
okay.
take a step back, let some things go,
Do something
and
different.
or do it different. Yep. Or do it
Do
different.
something different. If you're getting burned out on one thing, move to something else. Find something that makes you smile, makes your heart go, yay. So, that kind of thing. And if it's not, and it doesn't have to be even associated with spirituality. If that's what you're
Yeah.
burning out on, do something that's fun, that's, of the world, but you're not
Mhm.
you in the spirituality school, we're in the world but not of the world. But maybe you need to do something that's of the world to maybe pull yourself out of that funk, out of that burnout. Something fun,
I
not
love that.
gambling.
Mashika says that they're getting a tropical storm. She's down in Baja, Mexico. So,
Oh, wow.
getting a tropical storm on Friday. So, be safe,
Well,
guys.
be safe,
Yeah.
and get your go bags and all of your all of the things, the water bottles, all that stuff that you
Yeah.
need.
Be
Pack that
prepared.
backpack, be prepared, put some food aside, all of that stuff. Just be prepared and don't take any chances with your life, with your family, with your homes or whatever.
Good
But
advice.
yeah.
The Mercury retrograde is this Friday at 8:38 p.m. California time is when we
when
enter
I
Mercury retrograde.
when people say it's going to happen at 8:30 something or whatever at a certain time, I go, wow, does that mean that that we're about to see something happen
Yeah,
at
right.
it?
I love when they get it right down to
Yeah,
the
like,
last
how do you get
minute.
it to
Yeah,
the second? How do you get it down to the second? What's going to happen in that second? I just want
exactly. Well, Tony, thank you so much for being
to thank
here.
you for
So
having me.
appreciate you.
It's
And
so much fun.
you're going to be on, you said again, this Friday, right?
Yeah, I'll be on
Be
my channel with Adrian on Friday, and we'll be just hopefully yucking it up.
All right. Well,
Pulling
if you're
ourselves out of that spiritual.
yeah. Make sure you all subscribe to Shining Hawk Healing if you're not already subscribed. And of course, subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already. And I will be back on this Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time for Coffee Chat, Oracle readings for the collective. So I will see you all then. In the meantime, stay nice and cool. If you're in hot regions, take care of yourself, and we'll see you all later. All right.
Bye.
Bye.